Hello, hello, hello to all my Facebook followers. This is Eric McCray, aka Rickness, the host of Wellness versus Illness Show. And the reason why I'm doing this video to introduce myself to all my potential Facebook followers and also my current Facebook followers. And at the same time to explain to everyone, whosoever will, what makes me qualified to be a recovery coach, to actually build up my clientele, and to also look for individuals that will be willing in the near future to sponsor Wellness versus Illness. Okay, so anyway, let's just start off by saying that I became a certified recovery coach September 14th, 2012. This was in Manhattan, New York at the Resource Training Center. For those of you who are in it, who may be interested, or you may know someone who may be interested in becoming a recovery coach, I have the information on my Facebook page. The website, also other additional informations, including the symbol, so you can actually see what the Resource Training Center logo, what the logo looks like as well. However, prior to me taking, or actually becoming a certified recovery coach in September 14, 2012, I actually did, a couple months prior to that, I actually took up substance abuse counseling training as well. I didn't necessarily become a substance abuse counselor. I just took up the training. I just wanted to keep my options open, or I really wasn't sure which direction I was going to go into on how I was going to provide services for individuals that had both mental illness and substance abuse issues alone. So even prior to the substance abuse counseling training, actually in Harlem, Howard T. Hart, which is a school that trained individuals to become peer advocates, I took up training to become a peer advocate. Those who don't know what a peer advocate is, a peer advocate, well, the word peer means someone who can identify with you, someone who can relate to you, whether it be on the aspect of an age group or experience that you went through and I went through it. If it's experience that you're currently in, I actually went through that experience and I can give you advice on how to get out of that situation. Okay. So what motivated me to actually get in this field was obviously that I experienced a lot of trauma in my life. I went through a lot of traumatic episodes that still somewhat to this day have somewhat effect on my life. What has helped me to actually be free of, or at least manage or learn how to actually deal with a lot of traumatic issues that years ago I really didn't have no idea how to deal with it, was that I was fortunate enough or blessed enough to actually meeting strong, different people, men and women alike, that helped, that their life was stable, at least their life appeared to be stable. And they actually led by example. They gave me a pattern and formula for me, a guide for me to look at, a guide to look at, a roadmap, however you want to call it. These individuals' lives were strong enough for me, it gave me hope. And actually, on top of me meeting several different individuals that gave me the tools, the methods, they changed my perspective. They gave me suggestions on if you go right on opposed to going left, for example, your life can be a whole lot better based off on the outside looking in. I actually took several different individuals' suggestions. My life has been a whole lot better. Actually, with my creative thinking, I actually created my own perspectives. Not necessarily perspective, but created my own strategies, methods on top of what individuals had already planted within me. And it actually was more effective. Me going to school to become a certified recovery coach, it was a therapy within itself. You have a lot of sessions within recovery coaching that was, just the trainings and classes that when I had attended. One of the classes pretty much talked about yourself, and in essence that you cannot help someone else to recover if you have yet to recover yourself, which makes a lot of sense. So I had to learn how to be my own hero in order for me to be motivated to be somebody else's hero. I had to look up to somebody first to see what it's like in order for someone to help someone to recover. So, what motivated me to get in this field, I felt I was obligated. I felt that when someone had helped me, I felt it was my responsibility to help the next person out. I felt that this field had chose me, that I didn't necessarily choose this field. Not to say I don't have a desire to be in this field. However, on the aspect of I feel like I'm leaving something out. On the aspect of recovery itself, I was taught to leave the 12 steps out of the word recovery. A lot of people, they identify the word recovery with 12 steps or substance abuse, anything drug related. However, recovery is bigger than that. If an individual has death in the family, they need to recover from that. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to self-medicate. Not everybody uses drugs as a form of ignoring their current issues. A lot of people have their other ways of dealing with their problems, and it may not be the right way of dealing with their problems. And if you want to discuss individuals who self-medicate, well, what triggers them to self-medicate? It'd be other issues that's non-drug related. So in essence, it makes sense to look at the word recovery broader than just 12 steps, than just substance abuse. I'm not ignoring that not to talk about 12 steps. I'm not ignoring not to talk about substance abuse, anything drug related. Only thing I'm saying is that recovery, if you look up the definition of the word recovery, it's not going to say substance abuse. It's not going to say 12 steps. Okay, so on the aspect of the word re, if you break down the word recovery, re means to go back. So recovery, from my personal definition, again, anyone who watched this footage, feel free to look up the word recovery on your own. I'm not going to take it personal. However, recovery just means to go back into the original state that the individual was designed to be. For example, a person that's currently smoking crack, you was not designed or created to be a crack smoker. That's not what, the higher power or God, Allah, whatever God individual worships. You wasn't designed to be a crack smoker, for example. So recovery really means to go back into the original state a person was designed to be. Now, which method you choose to recover, that's totally up to the individual, because one size does not fit all. So again, recovery, it works for me. I love recovery. As an individual who markets wellness versus illness, I'm telling you, listen, for me to be so qualified to encourage people how recovery can help your life. How, if you listen to Wellness versus Illness show, the episodes which will start up again very soon. What qualifies me to do that is the fact that, listen, I'm talking about a product that I'm using the product myself. That's what makes me a good businessman. An individual who is able to persuade you that I use multiple steps, strategies in order to help me to recover. Now, I don't have time to really break down all the strategies and steps. However, if you listen to the upcoming new episodes, you will hear different strategies and steps that I currently use to help me to maintain my recovery. Steps and strategies that I definitely will encourage other people to use. I will also offer wellness tips at the every end of every show. So to actually speed things up, because my time is running out. Like I said before, recovery is broad, recovery is big, recovery helps save my life. I use cognitive behavior therapy. Again, cognitive behavior therapy. And what that is that it actually helps individuals who suffer from anxiety, suffer from drug, substance abuse, any substance abuse related. Okay. Also, too, I believe that cognitive behavior therapy, the main thing about it is that it helps individuals to realize that if you change the way you think, you will automatically change the way you behave. Okay? So again, just understand, I'm sorry about trying to adjust this camera. Cognitive behavior therapy, it discusses that. If a person is used of thinking negative for 30 years, they're used to being a dope fiend for 30 years. In order for them to stop being a dope fiend, is that they have to change their way of thinking. Now, of course, Rome wasn't built in a day, and at the same time, in order for you to change your thinking from negative to positive, you have to be around individuals, positive thinking type folks, individuals who think positive. That's what I did. I had to hang around individuals who their life appeared to be stable. Their life appeared to be on the right track, on the right path. If I'm at this level, and if I wanted to get to this level, I have to hang around individuals that's currently at the level I'm trying to get to. So as a certified recovery coach, what I'm trained to do is meet a person at the level that they're at, the level that they're currently at, and help them get to the level that they need to be. Okay? So anyway, listen, I'm about to wrap this up. My name is Eric McCray, aka Rickness. Again, the host of Wellness versus Illness Radio Live Talk Show. This is internet radio based. Join me on Facebook. And also, please support my page, like my page as well. Don't just like comments, but actually like the page. So this video footage, I definitely will make an effort to put this on the page as well. So again, before I leave, I just want to wrap this up by saying that if you currently have anyone in your life, I don't care if it's your mother, your father, whoever is close to you, if they are negative, if they are holding you back, if they do not have your best interest in heart, okay? I don't know what, how well to put that. If they are negative, and you know what I'm saying, you trying to move forward and they're holding you back, you need to treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. You need to get some new people in your life so you can move forward, so you can be blessed, tremendously blessed. If you want to be a millionaire, you need to hang around a millionaire, okay? It may sound simple, but it also could be complicated. To some people, to a lot of people, it's easier said than done. The point is, if you want to be great, you need to hang around somebody at their life. They're at the level of greatness right now, not trying to get there. All right. So this is Eric Rickness, the one and only host of Wellness versus Illness Radio Live Talk Show. God bless you.